Okay, so the last of the new areas that footage got screwed up was down here. Once I picked up the King's Mark, I became able to open this door at the bottom of the ancient basin. That's a cool ass animation, and it leads to probably my favorite new area in this recording session. Just in terms of tone and visual aesthetics. In terms of gameplay, much like the Hive, it's not really anything special. It's a little bit better than that, I think. Just because it does have some new, unique stuff. But for the most part, it's about what you'd expect from this game. No sudden genre swerves like with the White Palace, but yeah, the Abyss. Yeah, more and more I keep thinking that Dark Souls had to have been a pretty big influence on this game. Either that or it is the biggest coincidence in the world that they ended up arriving to a lot of the same themings and mechanics and just feels as that game did. I never did figure out what this was for. I can dream nail this. But as far as I can tell, there doesn't seem to actually be anything over here. Maybe I'll have to do something somewhere else, but I couldn't figure anything out at the time. It certainly does make for a very creepy shot, though. Can I actually get myself off camera? Like, completely obscured? Okay, perfect. It makes noise, but that's fine. Because, let's see. Do I actually have the option? Oop, nope, don't want to do that. Do I have the option to disable the HUD here? Game options... not there. What about video? No, that's a shame. I was kind of hoping to just get a good shot of this room because it is incredibly creepy looking. All those howling faces in the background is just, ooh, sends shivers down my spine. You should be able to tell why I love this area, just the visual design here is fantastic. I really like this idea of just there being a completely... not necessarily pitch black, but like just completely lifeless and evil area at the bottom of everything. Actually, if I were to describe something that this resembles most, it wouldn't be anything in Dark Souls, but it would be how the Dark World is shown in the manga/anime Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic. The places that end up being robbed of life by the evil god in that. How that's depicted, especially in the anime, is very similar to this in color scheme. Otherwise, what this makes me think of those little shadowy things that hop up from the Black Abyss. For some reason they reminded me of the hands that try and grab you in Aversion, if you get far enough in that game. If you haven't heard of Aversion, I strongly recommend picking it up. It's kind of freeware, kind of commercial. It used to be freeware, but you can... actually, I think it is still freeware, but you can also purchase an HD version which has slightly higher resolution graphics and sprites on Steam, I believe. But pick either version, they're pretty much the same. And play it because it's pretty cool. It does a few... like, the main game mechanic of averting is pretty novel. It's something I haven't seen in too many games, and the overall visual design is interesting. Exactly why I can't say, although I may have already spoiled a little bit just by comparing it at all to this area. But yeah, if you've never played it, it's worth trying out. Can I dream nail this dude? I can. So yeah, basically you have to activate this thing to scare away the spooky shadows at the bottom right, in order to proceed. And then you can rocket across. If you try to do that beforehand, you get hurt. Another good thing about this area, I love that just sort of, I don't know what you would call it, horrorcore I suppose, that just sort of droning noise in the background. Very atmospheric. That item over there is blocked by these rather rude, shadowy jazz hands. It's blocked from both sides. But if you just you know, take a bath in this nice spooky puddle. Our issue will be solved because he is one of the final upgrades, the Shade Cloak, which makes it so that your dash has iframes. It's not super OP or anything though, because it does have a bit of a cooldown, so you can't abuse it too much, but I imagine this helping me tons in the arena. And it's how you get back out of here. I can't remember if it was this area or not. It must have been. The overall visual design of this area... Let me restart. A lot of the visual design in this game in general is quite Giga-esque. I mentioned that a few times. In fact, there was that one thing I got the Isma's tier from that specifically reminded me of some of his artwork, even though I later found out that the piece I was thinking of didn't really exist. I think I was thinking of a bit of Giga-inspired artwork in some other video game, like Darkseid, which actually does license some of his artwork. Or something else. Axiom Verge, maybe. But the visual design of this area specifically reminds me a lot of another artist who has a similar haunting, horrifying, dreamlike art style as Giga. I would say it's similar to Giga, but way less phallic and sexual. And that artist is... I only remember their last name, and only kind of. It was something like Belsinski. If you just Google like Belsinski artist, it'll probably autocorrect you to what the dude's name actually was. But yeah, I highly recommend looking that art up. The art design in this area reminds me quite a bit, and it is very good if you like horrifying artwork. The kind of stuff that will give you nightmares. And if you're wondering why I'm bothering to go all the way back to the top of this area, it's because there's something up here. If I can avoid dying, that is. Probably just cut to that, but I've done enough editing already with my corrupted footage that I really don't feel like doing that anymore. I'm close enough to the top anyway. Yeah, the amount of effort I feel like giving at any time tends to vary. Like, I'm going through the effort of re-recording this, but I don't want to do any minor edits because, oh, that would be too much effort. But of course, you know, spending the 30 to 40 minutes to re-record all this footage, I'm just fine with that. My mind is a mystery, known to no one, and yeah, this is the reason why I wanted to come back up here. Ghost, I see you face the place of your birth, and now drape yourself in the substance of its shadow. Though our strength is born of similar source, that part of you, that crucial emptiness, I do not share. Funny then that such darkness gives me hope. Within it I see the chance of change. A difficult journey you would face, but a choice it can create. Prolong our world's stasis or face the heart of its infection. It faced the void and ascends unscathed. Could it unite such vast darkness? I'd urge you to take that harder path, but when it may come, the decision rests with you. And I think that's all we'll see of Hornet. Like, maybe she'll show up later, but she hasn't in any of the stuff I've done. Which is coming up right now. It's pretty much just more backtracking stuff, I think. Going back and collecting the last few grubs and whatnot. Oh, I really hope this is the last technical issue I have with this playthrough. It's really frustrating getting so close to the end and just having all these issues that just cause me to waste more time. But I enjoy playing through the game and recording it enough that I'm willing to give that extra effort. With the pure nail forged, my work in this lifetime comes to an end. My only remaining desire is to see and feel the nail strike true. I beg you, cut me down. As my final moment in life, I want to taste the blade's exquisite edge. After all this time, all this toil, haven't I earned it? Oh well, this got grim all of a sudden. I can't even use the dream now. Can I, elect to say no? Or is he just gonna stand here until I strike him? I think he's just going to stand here until I strike him. Just gonna see if, like, leaving the area and returning does anything, because I like the blacksmith. I'd rather not have to murder him, but if nothing seems to happen by leaving and returning, I'm gonna guess I have no choice but to if I want to, you know, see things through to the end. It's probably an achievement tied behind it. I just realized I have so much a quicker way of accessing the blacksmith. I don't have to go through all that, but I can just rock it over like this. Or not. I guess maybe I wasn't as far as I thought I was. Let's try that again. I thought I needed to stop midway. Ah, here we go. Oh! Oh no, he didn't off himself, did he? Oh. Okay, time to finally finish off Crystal Peak. Starting with this little area above the bench area that I've been wanting to get to for some time, and hey, it's a refight with this dude. Cool. I was wondering if he would show up again. He's a bit more protected this time. I have to attack him from the side if I want to hurt him. Yeah, oop. Still doesn't seem all that dangerous, although his laser is certainly very powerful. Wow. And again, I attacked one time too many, and it pretty much guaranteed that I would eat some damage. I guess I should probably be trying to go behind him where it's safest, although he can kind of fire his laser backwards, oddly enough. He can just fire it at very strange angles you wouldn't really expect. Oh, I guess I know what reward I'm getting for this. Okay. Thankfully, he's not a very tanky individual, and that seems to be it for him for good. Vessel fragment, I think. Nope, another mask shard. Ah, right, there was a little collectible up here. Probably just one of the journals or something. Yep, King's Idol. Yeah, I needed the crystal heart here. Probably should have thought to come this way when I picked it up here, but Let me just make sure I haven't sped past the grub. Nope, they're below me somewhere. Yeah, this sort of acts as like a little bit of practice for you when you first pick up the crystal heart. They probably assume you'll return here post-haste, and not take forever to do so like I did. Oh. Ah, so this is now a little bit of a shortcut to Crystal Peak from Dirtmouth. Well, that's pretty cool. That's not what I came here for, though. I need to find the grub. And it's definitely in the general vicinity, probably down here. Yep, I hear you, buddy. Don't worry, I'll soon be rescuing you. And yeah, the magic blast definitely does more damage than my nail does, although that's without the fragile strength. Yeah, I was about to say, this seems like a trap situation, given that there's a cracked wall just beyond here, and what do you know? So there's 3 instances of them trying to trick you. Okay, now I can make it across to the other side. Let me just look at the map again. Is this actually the last grub that's available? Oh no, the last one is actually in the resting grounds, yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Yep. So, in a second, I'll soon have collected them all. Oh, I just realized there's a little bit over in Green Path I have yet to explore. I'll have to do that at some point. That'll be for later, though. Someone seems to live here. Oh, I wonder if it might be that mage shaman person from earlier. If this is like their summer house. Well, that's not a frightening wall at all. Just a whole bunch of bug masks. Yeah, this place looks friendly. Crystallized mound. A sub-area. Alright. Wasn't expecting to be its whole old involved thing, but there you go. Just gonna ignore you guys. I'd be more at risk if I tried and killed you. Yeah, this would probably be more difficult if I didn't have all the upgrades that I did. As it is, it's pretty much a joke, although really anything will be after the White Palace. That area was pure, utter, concentrated horse poop. Hey, there you are, little grubbins, assuming you're not a trick. Good, it was the real one. No achievement for finding you. But I'm assuming that's because I need to return to Papa Grub. Oh, it is that person from before, but they seem to have, trapped themselves. Free me. Sure. You weren't too bad of a fella. Oh. Oh, he did mention he had brothers. This must be one of them. Descending Dark. Ooh. That looks cool. That might actually be worth using as an attack now. Let me actually look. Do I have all of my basic spells upgraded? Nope. I'm still missing the upgrade for Howling Wraiths, so I must have to pick up that somewhere. So there's that. At least one more Vessel Fragment, at least 2 more Mask Fragments. 2 items which have their own unique spot. Although one might actually be reserved for the simple key. And then 1 more sword maneuver. Oh! I must have missed this grave before. Stop there. Those who try to leave this kingdom are cursed. Better to rest here until time itself sleeps. Hope and freedom. I thought that strength alone could grant me these things. In my dreams I would cut that plague with my nails, and then I turned my weapons upon the king. When I awoke in this sacred place, I began to understand. Those who hope are already doomed. Do you still hope, Wanderer? Will you flee? Or will you raise your weapon and doom us both? Oh, it's another Warrior Dream challenge. I should probably rest before doing this, but screw it. I'm gonna risk it. Alright, he has 2 swords he uses. That's not too dangerous, though. In fact, yeah, as far as these challenges go, it's pretty easy so far, although it'll probably get more difficult. I'll probably summon more. Yep, here we go. Now he's getting serious. I'm not sure if it's better to use magic or not, if it's just like number of hits or the damage you deal. Well, he's down either way. Ah, I can see now. Those who turn against the king are doomed as soon as they raise their weapon. Do not call me a traitor, simply call me a fool. I know you will not flee. Wherever you go, I will be watching. Alright, how much essence is that going to give me? Only 100, so I still need 204 more if I want to visit the seer triumphantly. Alright, so where are you, grub? Apparently I must have missed you when exploring this area before. Something for which I am eternally embarrassed. Yeah, in fact, you look to be in the area past the cracked wall. So I found one secret, but missed another. How did I miss that? Wow, I am an idiot. There's even a little thing marking here showing you that there's something above. Oh! Nope! They're pulling all sorts of nasty tricks here. Go free, friend. Metamorphosis. I think I collected all the grubs, considering I just picked up that achievement. Precept 9. Keep your home tidy. Your home is where you keep your most prized possession, yourself. Therefore, you should make an effort to keep it nice and clean. I just realized, I wonder if she wrote anything in her diary about Zote. If she's, oh yep, she's given up on me. The Grey Prince. Heaving heavy breaths, flushed from the exertion of battle, the figure emerged from the well. Triumph was his, and trophy he bore to prove it, the fearsome skull of his vanquished opponent. Startling warning he brought to the village, one that rung so true. Their white savior, thought a hero by the bugs, was a vicious beast, and this shrouded Grey Prince was in truth the hero deserved. With honor and humility he recounted his quest below, his epic journey of one purpose, to find her, to protect her, his Grey Maiden, his partner in darkness. Well, I'm not sure how I feel about that slander done to me by Zote, but it got what's-her-name off my back, so I'll take it. You, may have bit off more than you can chew, Zote buddy. Though that certainly wouldn't be the first time that you've done that. I am quite interested to see what happens when I return to the Papa Grub, given that the achievement was called Metamorphosis. Are they gonna, like, gatai into one giant grub creature? 'Cause that'd be cool. Waha! Yep, King's Idol. That's not too useful, just more Geo. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, so that's the ultimate reward. Grubberfly's Elegy. What does that do? Contains the gratitude of grubs who will move to the next stage of their lives. Imbues weapons with a holy strength. When the bearer is at full health, they will fire beams of white-hot energy from their nail. So, basically, sword beams from The Legend of Zelda. Okay, I've played for long enough. I've played for like 3 straight hours here. No idea how many episodes I'm gonna cut it down to, given that most of that has been aimless wandering around, as opposed to new discoveries. But I want to test out one thing before I end things off. A charm combination that just popped into my mind upon seeing the description for that charm that I just picked up. Because it says that you have the ability to fire sword beams when you're at full health, yes? Well, we have this other charm here that makes it so that, in a way, you're always at full health. Where the hell is it? Joni's Blessing. Because your health is all armor. So let's see if that synergizes with Grubberfly's Elegy, as I hope it does. It does. That could be a powerful combination indeed if the sword beams are as strong, or at least even half as strong, as the regular nail strikes. This might be the winning combination for the arena, just taking down things from afar. I have limited strikes I can take, yes, but if I don't get hit in the first place, that doesn't matter now, does it?